Alex444RR with how to make this outro thing that you see me saw me post. This is a pretty cool little thing. This is I actually kind of like this. It's kind of neat that people can click on each of these videos as well as the subscribe button. I think that's kind of neat. So I recommend making this because it's kind of cool, but it takes a little bit of legwork. I'd say it's about medium difficulty to make this thing. So just as a fair warning here, each video, if you're going to do it this way, because we put the words click to on there, you're gonna make them be able to click these videos here. So you're gonna have to make sure that you want to be able to post annotations on each of these videos as well as the subscribe button. So you want to make sure that you want to do that each time you post the outro. Now, granted, you could just do this and have like your channel name and then have 3 videos and no click to. You could definitely do that as well. And it would just show you kind of what's on your channel. But I like to be able to take people to the videos. So it's up to you what you want to do with that, though. So you gotta decide if you want to have intro annotations or not. If you're not going to have annotations, don't put the words click to on there, obviously. Okay, so what you're going to do is you are going to first get some video. Now, you can either do this if you have it on your computer of you doing whatever it is. Like if you're a musician, you want to say, listen to some music, then you would get a video you can either record a video of you playing a guitar or singing or whatever, or if you're a magician, you're doing a magic trick, or you can pull it off YouTube if you have a video you really like on YouTube. Whatever you want to do. I used a screen recorder to grab all 3 of these videos, but it's up to you. And the subscribe button came from a Google image search. So you just search for Google subscribe button, and you'll see the yellow subscribe button. You'll also see the new one on there that you see right there. Now, in this, you're going to want to make all 3 videos play at the same time, but you don't want them to all speak at the same time. So here's how you do that. You go into Windows Movie Maker. Again, I'm using a Windows computer, not a Mac. So if you're using Mac, I can't help you there because I know nothing about Macs. But anyways, you're going to bring in these videos here, and this is the Talk is Right video. And you're going to bring this in, and you're going to cut the time down to wherever, and however long you want these videos to play for. I say have them play for the whole outro should not be more than 30 seconds. My original one was over a minute. It was 1 minute and 2 seconds, but I don't want it now. One of the YouTubers, Brendan Shepard, he said, make it shorter. And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. I probably will do that. So anyways, mute this one. We're going to mute this here. And whoops, not fade. We're going to mute. That was my bad. Okay, there we go. And this one will play. So, this will play. Well, it's not playing up there. But anyways, it'll play. It will play the whole time, but only when it gets to the whatever mark. When it gets to the 5 minute and 7 second mark, then the talking will start. So once you've done that for all 3 videos, and you want to make sure you get the lengths exactly right. So on the first one, let's say you have, your video. My first one here, the magic video stops talking at 7 seconds. Then Magician 101 starts exactly at 7 seconds. And then this one stops, I think, at like 19 seconds, I believe. And the next one starts at 19. So you want to make sure that you know exactly when the first video stops talking so you can start the second one talking at the same time the first one stops. And if you watch the outro, you know what that means, because I'll go a little farther here. So I'll show you this here. Let me pull this up a little bit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the jack and we're going to see. And notice that it stops talking. The next one starts immediately after it stops. So you want to make sure that when you edit your videos, you do that and you get that nice and changed. And make sure that you do that, because you don't want to have a gap in between your videos where one video stops and like 2 seconds later the next one talks. So you want to make sure it's immediately after. Okay, so you have all your videos done. Everything's done. Let me show you how to do this. So we're going to do a basic, I'm just going to do something basic here. Bring up a blank PowerPoint. I'm actually going to do a new PowerPoint here because it will probably come up with this stuff. So it'll probably come up with click to add, get rid of all that. And I just took the rectangle tool and I made a little box here, the entire size of that slide. And I'll just do some kind of small little quick thing here. So I'll do this dark blue. So at the top I had my logo. You don't have to use your logo. I did. and I had my channel name right up here, so 444RR. We'll make that a little bigger. That seems about right. Excellent. And Control D is to duplicate, which I find that a little easier so I don't have to keep making text boxes and change the colors and everything like that. All right, then now if you're going to have clickable annotations, you want to add the words click to. So we're going to say click to, and again, I'm not going to change the font or anything like that. Go find the subscribe button if you want to have a clickable subscribe annotation on your thing. You want to have a clickable one. Find the annotation on here. So find the subscribe button. Just what I did was just Google YouTube subscribe button and went under images. Okay. And we'll duplicate that again, and it will say ATC watch. Oops. Watch. What I forgot what it was now. Watch Magic. I don't think that was what I said on there, but whatever. Okay. Watch Magic. Watch Magician 101. And I like to be kind of punctual and do that. And then finally, it's watch the talk is right. All right. So we're going to go watch the talk. Oops, I like to bring that down. Is right. All right, perfect. So now we have everything in there. All of the kind of text that we want. Again, you can play around with the font that you want. And you can play around with the text and everything like that. You can kind of use whatever text and font and colors that you want. Complete free reign here. Okay, so under insert, there'll be an insert video button. So you're going to insert your video. You're going to find it on your computer. So we're going to find that video. It's out 1. So it's going to take a few moments here because of my screen recorder being open. It's using up a lot more memory. So it's going to take a minute. All right, so you make this any size you want. That's about a good size, actually. Yeah, that seems about good. I'll make it a little tiny bit bigger, though. There we go. And I like to try to center it, too. So I like to find the center line here. Wait a minute. There it is. That center line. So it's kind of centered with everything else. I didn't do that on my first one. But my second one, everything's all centered. So I like to kind of have it centered and nice and neat. All right. Insert your second video. This is going to be for Magician 101. Oops. I got to go under videos to get that. Okay. There it is. Outro number 4. Or it's called out 4, but means outro number 4. And try to make your boxes all the same size as well. Try to make your videos the exact same size for each one. Don't have something like this where, you know, one of them is like extra tiny and one's like super huge. Try to make them all the same size. Excellent, all right? And then you can, if you hold shift, you can actually move everything so it's in line. Notice that I can't really move it. It's not going to go across. So if you hold shift. And then finally, we'll bring in the last one here. Again, I got to go to videos. Never understand why YouTube or why PowerPoint doesn't, when you click video, it doesn't open your video page. That's where most people's videos would be. So weird. All right, so when that's done, we'll bring this one in. All right, perfect. So now, again, what I did was I had the arrows on there as well. You can make the arrows. You don't have to. It's completely up to you. I'll make the arrows just for this one. So I'm going to have to move this over, though, because I have no room for the arrows if I don't move that over a little bit. There we go. That's better. Okay. So to do the arrows, of course, it's under the Shapes button, and you can find the arrow. Do something like that. Oops, there we go. And the arrow that I used was just that standard arrow, but I didn't have any fill in it, and I just used a color. So I think I used red, or I used green. Yeah, I used green, and I changed the weight a little bit too. So I made the weight, I think, like 3 points, I believe, was the weight, something like that. So again, you don't have to do the arrows. That's up to you. Completely up to you. Whoops. Okay, oh, geez. My bad. Okay, so bring the arrows down a little bit more like that. There we go. Oops. I keep doing that. That's my fault. All right, there we go. Bring in that arrow and then bring in this one with the control duplicate button. And again, I try to like to keep everything in line using my lines and things, but you don't have to do that. Okay, so there we go. And if you scroll over these videos, you can play them. Might take me a minute because my screen recorder's up. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. And it's not going to stop till it plays. Okay. So now we're going to move. Oops, there we go. Okay, so we're going to move into animations now. We're going to animate the. We'll bring up the animation pane first. So the first thing we're going to do is animate these arrows, and the way to do that is by clicking the appear button. Click the appear button, and you make all of the arrows just appear. So just keep clicking the appear button, like that. Excellent. And you can also make the arrows disappear as well. We got to do that after we animate the arrows. So click on the over here in the animation pane, right click, and you're going to have the arrows start. The first arrow is going to start on click. So you're going to click start on click. The second arrow is going to start with previous. And then you're going to adjust the timing of the arrow. So the top video stops talking at 7 seconds. That's when I want the next one to appear. So we're going to go 7 seconds, and we'll click that. And that'll make the next arrow appear at the 7-second mark. And then the next one, I believe, is 12 seconds, I think. So, no, wait. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think it's at the 14-second mark, we're going to say. So start with previous, and then we're going to do the timing, and we're going to say 14 seconds. Okay, so your arrows will not appear until those marks. Now, with these videos, you're going to start the video. To start on video, you're going to click on the video, and you're going to go to the playback option, which is under Video Tools. You'll see Format, and you'll see Playback. And with Playback, you're going to start automatically. The video will start automatically. And the next one, the video will start automatically, and start this video automatically as well. So all three of those will be started automatically. And yes, that's going to start. And then after you start it automatically, you're going to hit start with previous. For the first video, do the timing, and it's going to start at 0 seconds. That's going to start at 0. The second one will start at, you go start with previous, and then you hit timing and do 7 seconds. And then the next one will be start with previous, and then you'll go timing, and that'll be, I believe it was, 14 seconds, something like that. Okay. So that's pretty much it. And then to add another animation to these arrows, if you want the arrows to disappear, all you do is you go back to the animations button. You click add an animation this time, because you're going to add a second animation. And you can use any one of these animations that you want. The only thing is, I think some of them have a little bit of a delay, so it won't start right at 0 or won't end where you need it to. So click on disappear. It's going to take a minute, like I say, because my screen recorder is also running as well. So that arrow should have something on it. That didn't work. My computer is like really running slow with the screen recorder. Okay, give me a moment here. Did that go? No, that didn't go. Okay, disappear. Whoops. Okay, that was okay. My whole screen just. Oh no, the rectangle. I was clicked on the rectangle there. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, disappear. Disappear. Oh my goodness! Come on, disappear. Sorry about this screen recorder making my computer run really slow here. Okay, apparently I guess it's not going to work. But anyways. All right, anyways, to make the arrows disappear, let me explain how to do that here in just a moment. There we go. Okay, that's better. So to make the arrow disappear, all you do is you right-click, and it's going to start with previous. You do your timing again, and you add it at 7 seconds. Because that is when that's when the second arrow appears, so you want this first arrow to disappear at 7 seconds. All right, I'm going to try this one more time here. We're going to try to get these other ones, hopefully to add some. Now, see, that was quicker that time. So, okay. Timing, I think this one was at 14 seconds, I think I said. And the final arrow right here won't disappear because the outro is going to end, boom, right there at the end. So it's just going to, outro is going to end, and you won't need the last arrow to disappear. If you did all of this right, if we did all this right, you should be able to go into slideshow, hit from beginning, I hope this works, click on it, and everything should start. Now, it's going to take a minute because of the screen recorder, but if you're not screen recording when you're making your intro, everything's going to move a lot faster.
And I'll tell you the cards I have. I have a jack, and I also have 3 10s. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take the jack, and we're going to sit. I would say normally an hour, but if you're doing magic 100% full time, you're doing nothing else.
Well, anyways, that worked. As you can see, it halfway worked. It's just because my screen recorder is making my computer run really slow. So that is how to make the intro or the outro. Pretty simple, fairly easy steps. Just make sure that when you are in your animation pane, everything is layered correctly, because you don't want, like, video out 4 is video number 2, the Magician 101 video. So you don't want that to be like up here. You don't want it to be up here in spot number 1. You want each thing to be layered correctly. So like with your arrows, you have arrow number 14. Right arrow 14 is number 1. You want that to be number 1. Right arrow 16 is number 2 right here. If I can click it, and then arrow number 15 is the bottom one. So you want to make sure that everything's layered correctly. And same thing with your exit animations too. If they're layered incorrectly, you're going to have arrows exiting and entering and videos starting and stopping at weird times. So you don't want that. Okay. So now to save the video, all you do is you hit Save As, and it's going to bring up your documents. You can save it wherever you'd like. Name it something you'll remember what it is. And under your drop-down list, there's going to be a Windows Media Video. So you're going to click that, and you're going to name it as something. I'm going to do it as YouTube test. YouTube test. Hit save, and when you hit save, down here at the bottom, this hopefully won't take too long to start the saving process, because I don't want it to. I want to get to the next part of this tutorial here. And it seemed like it is going to take a while. But anyways, we'll wait for this here, because I think my computer is going to be froze up anyways. So we're going to have to wait. But at the bottom down here, there it is, it says Creating Video YouTube Test.wmv, Windows Media Video. That is actually a supported YouTube format, so it's going to be able to go directly onto YouTube, no problems. Notice how slow that bar is going. It's going to probably take about 15 to 20 minutes for an outro like this to save to your computer. So if it's going real slow and looks like it's not doing anything, it really is doing something. You just give it some time, give it about 20 minutes, go do something else, go watch a 20-minute YouTube video, and it should be done in about 20 to 30 minutes. So I'm not going to save this because I don't want this saved on my computer. So now we're going to go to YouTube. Let me bring up YouTube here. So you're going to upload your video just like you'd upload any other YouTube video. Pretty simple. So this is the new intro that I have made. That's the intro. So let's go ahead and get this intro, have annotations put in. So annotations are pretty easy if you've never used one. The annotation I used for the announcement video of this intro, I used the label. So you're going to take the label, and you're going to place the label over one of your videos, just like that. And you're going to drag these handles. You want to drag them the exact size of the box. And you're going to make a link. So you're going to check mark the link box. And I have my links right down here. So here's the first link. This is the 365-day magic video yesterday. That's the one I want for the Watch Some Magic button. So you're going to copy the link. And again, you can copy the link right from the top of your browser. And you're going to paste that right into here. So paste that right in there. And the link can be started whenever you want, but we're going to start it directly at 0 seconds so people can click on this as soon as it comes up. And that's to make the link. And all you do is you just click out of there, and if it works, you'll be able to see, as you scroll over the video, the URL for the video. And in the right-hand corner, it's hard to see. Let me see if I can get that out a little farther. It's hard to see it, but there's that little, like, square with, like, a little arrow inside of it. It's on the lower right there. So you just do that. You'll know that the link is set up in there. So again, you do the same thing, and make sure to drag your annotation all the way to the end of your intro. Do the same thing again. So you're going to go label, and you're going to put the label on this next video, and you'll get the next link in. I'm just going to use the Magician one. I'll use the 365-day magic challenge video. And if you want, also, you can check this box to open the link in a new window. So if you want people to be able to click on the link but not leave the video they're currently on, you can click that, and as they click the annotation, it's going to take them right to the next video. It'll take them to in a new window. And drag that all the way to the end. I'm not going to do the final video here because I want to show how to do the subscribe button. So you do another label right here for the subscribe button, and I like to make it the exact same size as the subscribe button. You can always make it a little bigger so people can click like down here and can click under the subscribe button. But I like to make it the exact size of the subscribe button so people can click the button. And you're going to make a link, but this time you're going to, where it says video right next to link, you're going to click that. And there's a bunch of things you can do on here. You can do a video, a playlist, a channel, a Google profile page, fundraising project, or subscribe. So click the subscribe button. And it's going to, and right in this little box here, it's going to say enter a YouTube username to subscribe to. So you put in 444RR, just like that. And you can preview the link if you want. And that's going to, when you have that, when people click on this button, it's going to subscribe to your channel. So pretty cool little thing. I never knew you could do that until Magic Geek has their subscribe annotation on their video. Okay, so then when you're done, you hit save if it doesn't save already, and then you hit publish. Now I'm not going to publish this because I don't want to have this video full of annotations. So we're going to get rid of all the annotations from this video, and that's pretty simple. So when you're done, you hit save, publish, and then after you hit publish, where your video is going to be a little pop-up kind of thing in the video that says your video is now live with annotations or something like that. So that is how to make an outro. It's pretty cool. I recommend making one because it's kind of neat and requires not too much hard work either to make it. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. And I'll show you the cards that I have. I have a jack, and I also have 3 10s. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the jack and we're going to see. I would say normally an hour, but if you're doing magic 100% full time and you're doing nothing else. Shop Till You Drop, hosted by Pat Flynn. One of my favorite modern one of my favorite 90s